Hey guys, Rick Shaw here. Today was the day I took my beautiful little Dolly out for her dad's birthday present. And we went down to Wendy's and got a Baconator and a Frosty. And we were riding the bike, and the bike was running just absolutely perfect. And we went over to Walmart. She wanted an iPad. So we're looking at them, and she found the one she wanted. It was $224. And I'm looking at the one right next to it. And I was wanting to tell her, hey, why don't you get this one? It was $100 more, but it had just so much more stuff. You know, more programs. It like what's on my phone. I mean, the other one was very basic. It didn't hardly have anything on it. So I thought, that's the one she wants. Let her have it. I think she was more concerned about price than anything else. And I told her, you take what you have, because her mom gave her a little bit of money, and I'll pay the rest. Well, the girl went to pull it out of the thing, and the fella came over, and he goes, no, that's not it. I thought, oh boy, what's he up to? And he pulled out the more expensive one. And it was so obvious what the guy was doing, but I thought, no, that's okay. I wanted her to have the nicer one anyway. So I paid the difference, and Faye had given her some money, so she's pretty excited with it right now. She's in there messing with it, so very happy. But we found out what's wrong with the bike. I 100% found out. We're driving all around, and the damn thing's just tracking perfect. I'm not having any trouble with it. I'm real confident in riding it. And then we were coming out of North Olmsted, and we have a big stretch there where you can do like 55 for quite a long way. So I'm buzzing along at 55. And then when we got it up to Homestead Falls there, I come around the tracks, and I went over the tracks and stuff. And all of a sudden, the front end got crappy. It got real crappy on me, and I'm like, holy crap. And it was so unsteady. I'm riding this thing going, this is horrible. And it was very nerve-wracking. I was taking side streets to go home, dabbing my feet here and there. And I thought, I'm going to prop this thing up in the air and spin the wheel and see if it's warped or whatever. Well, when I pulled it in the garage, I didn't have to prop it up or nothing. All she had to do was look down from the top of that tire. It's warped like you wouldn't believe. This thing, it just does all kinds of weird stuff. So, and I can't get it warranted because the place is so far away. It's 58 miles from here. There's no way I'm going to ride it over there right now, and it runs out on the 22nd. That's when my warranty's up. But it's the tire. That tire it's loaded with tread, but when it heats up, it warps. So that's the problem with it right now. It's not the bike; it's the stupid tire. So I'll have to replace it. I'll probably just have to pay for it. But the tires aren't expensive. I went online and was looking for prices of a 21-inch tire for the KLR. And I mean, there's really good, fantastic ones. They're like under $50. They're 40, 30, 20, $25. They're not real expensive. I like that one Michelin tire because it's just got a straight, like a rain tread on it. So I thought that was cool. But my little Dolly, she's all happy. She's got an iPad, and it looks like a good one. I mean, she's doing all the stuff she wants on it. And she needed a number. You really like that, sweetie?
Yeah.
You want to show everybody your nice, new, beautiful iPad?
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Say hi, everybody.
Hello.
That's my precious birthday baby, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I was really happy she got the one she wanted. And we just had a nice day. I brought the boys and Mommy home with Baconator. Maddie scarfed his. I looked over. Excuse me. I looked over at him, and it was gone. He hoovered that baby. I was like, holy cow, bub. He says, oh, I really like those, Dad. And when it comes to hamburger joints, if you ask me, I like Wendy's. I think that's a real good one. I'm not a fan of McDonald's. Every time I eat a McDonald's burger, I get sick. I get this real terrible sick feeling. And Wendy's doesn't do that. And she got a double. I can't believe she almost ate the whole thing. And then we got some of them Frosties. I couldn't finish my Frosty. I just couldn't finish it. I was so full. Those Baconators are big. That's a monstrously good sized sandwich. But we had a good time until about the last 4 or 5 miles coming home, and then man, that was so nerve-wracking holding that bike up, and all because of a crap tire. So I don't know why. Some days, it doesn't heat up. It doesn't heat up the same. Because I've had it where it's just a little twitchy and it's not too bad. But today, I'm not kidding you guys. It made me it just was racking my nerves like you wouldn't believe. I never had a bike that wasn't fun to ride, but it's not the bike, because I know that's not the bike. My brother loves his. Everybody I talk to, they just love them. And I've had people tell me, you better check that tire out. It's probably the tire. I've had a bunch of people tell me that. But I couldn't see anything, and I got no way of jacking it up. I don't want it to tip over. And then I was going to, the neighbor's got a bike. He was fixing his tire the other day, and he's got those little rods that you put underneath. And you can lean the bike on these rods that picks the front wheel. I was going to go ask him if I could use that. But I didn't need it. I did not need it. I just could not believe. But when we were riding today, too, another thing that was pretty rotten. It's a Sunday, and people, they'll just like, I had a guy look right at me. I'm coming down the road. I'm doing a 45. It's 45 speed limit. I'm doing 45. He looks right at me and pulled right out in front of us. I mean, we hit the brakes hard as we could. And if he'd have waited, there was an oncoming car that he blasted in front of. They had to brake real hard to keep from hitting him. I had to brake real hard from hitting him coming the other way. And behind us, there was nobody. So the guy's like in a hurry to get to the funeral home or something. I don't know what his deal was, but we had a lot of people doing that, where they'd pass us and then cut right in front of us and give us about this much room. And I was like, wow, what's the matter with these people? So many people on their phones. I was, when I'm riding around, I'm looking into sidey cars. I want to make sure people see me. And I'm looking, and I do the speed limit. And man, it was just so dang many people in there texting. They're not looking at the road. They're doing this. They're driving. And I'm like, these cops could have a field day. They could have a field day and just make a fortune. But they just drive right past them. I actually didn't see. I drove that whole way today. I don't know how many miles we put on the bike, but we were gone for a couple hours. And we went into the store. We knew right what we were getting. I finally got batteries for our clock, but didn't really see any cops. Didn't see them at all. So, but we got her a bunch of yarn, some nice yarn. Got her a cream rinse for her hair. She had stuff that she wanted, and I was glad she got her yarn. She picked out some beautiful colors of yarn. She likes to make stuff with that. And I bought her some hooks, some knitting hooks, because she likes to knit too. She learned all this stuff on watching YouTube. Because I asked her, where'd you learn that? She said, I got it on YouTube. And she makes all kinds of cool stuff. She made me my sock monkey, and I forget what else she made. Oh, by the way, I got this thing too, guys. This is my fork brace. I'm still going to put this on. But the problem is, for the boots, I need to get a, what do you call it? I'm trying to think of what that's called. I need something that'll hold the boot down. I don't want to use a plastic wire tie, because that'll break. What's on there right now, I looked at it before we came in. It's like a metal one. And I want to put that same exact thing on there. If I have to, when I go to the dealer, I'll just ask those guys down there, hey, can you get me the right one for this? Because I don't want it coming loose and getting crap up in there and blowing a seal on there. So, but we did do pretty good zooming around on the bike. and she loves to ride. She just loves to go with Dad. She said I'm getting skinny because now she can reach all the way around me. I said, yeah, I'm getting skinny, honey. There's nothing I could do. The hospital banned me for 20 days, and I told the girl, hey, you're banning me from 20 days when I was there last time, right? Because I'm better. And she goes, no, from today. And I said, well, why are you doing that? That's ridiculous. I need to get in. I need stuff done now. So, oh, brother, they're so petty down there, some of these people that get on the phone. But that's where we're at right now. We're still looking for a good buggy to drive, and haven't found anything suitable yet. You know, there's so many out there. They're asking tons of money for them, and they got problems. The one guy, he's got this Mercury, and he wanted more than I had, but I was reading on it because it looked really good in the picture. It looked really super duper, and he starts going pros, and he says, you know, it's beautiful. The motor runs like a top. The tranny shifts really good, and then on cons he says, but it has no back brakes. It needs rotors. The front end is shot. And all this stuff. And he's wanting like $7,500 for it. And you're going to have to put thousands into it. And I'm thinking about this. Why they, these old clunkers, they want all this money for. But it's getting to the point of people they're starting right now. It usually starts in September, October, where people are looking for a winter beater, and they put their good car in the garage and they find a beater to drive around in the snow. And that's where we're at right now. So the prices are slowly going up. I stopped and looked at one, and it was a good-looking car. And the guy started talking that it was better than new, and wouldn't let me drive it. Wouldn't let me drive it. And I'm like, better than new. As soon as they start saying that, you got to run for the hills, because there's nothing better than new, guys. I would rather have a new car than a used car any day of the week, and 9 times on Sunday. But these old codgers, they get these cars. I took good care of it, and I did this and that. And then meanwhile, they never changed the pumpkin fluid. They've never touched the transmission fluid. All they did was the oil. You look at the brake reservoir, and it's black. They never changed that. And I took good care of it. The belts are ready to fall off. The hoses were never changed. You know, you look at the radiator fluid, it's crappy looking, and they took care of it. Go figure. But I'll let you go. That was our day, and my little sweetie and I, we were both tired when we got back, because she felt real funny on the bike too when it started getting, because this was the worst it ever got. It never was so bad before, and it wasn't shaking the front end. It wasn't doing anything like this, shaking it. It seemed really good, but if you would let go of the steering wheel like that, it wanted to dive one way or another, is what it was doing. And it was like you could not, impossible to ride it without your hands on the handlebars. So it's very odd, but it was eating any kind of, the wobble. So you guys all take care, and just do me a favor and keep our buddy Gary in your prayers. I was talking to him the other day. He came into the States, and he's got a little trouble. He's got some problem with his liver and all that. So I'm glad he's going to stick around here and let the doctors figure out, instead of going back to the Philippines. And we hope he's going to be okay. He's a hell of a nice fella. So take care. And this is Rickshaw out.